for the record, I've been coming to this church the past 2 Sundays with a local family.
So you're a member of the church, or you attend church?
I do, but
Okay,
I don't find it very Christian what I'm dealing with, and I assume it's from the church.
It is the pastor's wife that called it in, and they were kind of concerned because they'd never seen you before.
Well, I've been here the past 2 Sundays.
Well, maybe if they saw you, they'd recognize you, but they didn't get a close-up look of you. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And she's asking, I can call her back and talk to her and saying that you've been attending the church for how long?
Past 2 Sundays with a local family here that's been coming here for a while, to my understanding.
Okay, do you know who the family is?
I don't know their last name.
Do you know their first name at least? Maybe they'll know.
Well, I don't know that he wants his first name on your camera.
Go ahead.
But see, this is the problem with Christians and hypocrisy. This is why I stopped going to church. This is why I stopped praying. This is why I stopped reading the Bible. Because people act like that. They sit in church, and as soon as they walk out, they're back to hypocrisy again.
A different person.
Right. I've done nothing wrong. And for a church.
1417 Advisement Code 4.
Thank you. For a church to act like that, this is why people stop going to church. This is why people stop believing. The biggest, as I've said 1,000 times, and I want it on record since you're recording, the biggest stumbling block to Christ are Christians normally.
You know, I can't argue with you on that. You know, I've met people that are like that.
But I've done nothing wrong here. I go down to the store there to use the restroom. I eat in my car. I don't pollute the area. I put the trash in the trash thing. I'm not doing anything wrong. Look, he's responding like I'm about to shoot somebody. Look. I'm not going anywhere. I just don't want him getting inside my vehicle.
That's fine. We're not going to try to get inside your vehicle.
Well, some of you are honorable, some of you are not. Let's be honest about it.
Well, I'm not here to harass you. I don't come up just to harass people. Okay, I'm not that person.
Okay. Well, I appreciate
for a reason.
I appreciate that. I'm here for a reason because.
And I'm trying to offer some assistance to you, what we can, and try to help you out any way we can.
This is where all I've done here is sleep in the parking lot and sit and try to figure out.
Can I have your name at least so I can talk to him and let him know?
I'd rather not give my name, but I tell you what. I've been here the past 2 Sundays. That's my word to you. And I've been right in there, and I've been with the family from around here, and they've the man's wife who I had contact with, who got me in touch with talked about coming to church with his wife. She talked to the pastor this past Sunday. I just know I'm coming to a church that claims to be Christian and what would Jesus.
What denomination do you know? Or do you know?
I think they're just general, to be honest with you, just general Christian. If I would consider them, if I had to rate them, I'd say they're like a Christian Missionary Alliance, which is basically just a straight Christian church. All I know is I'm coming to a church with a bunch of Christians or alleged Christians, and they're doing everything they can to ensure that my life is harder, and I'm not doing anything to them. I mean, I'm literally coming to church. If this is Christianity, this is why so many people rebuke it. I think Jesus himself would walk up here and be like, what's going on?
Like I said earlier, I can't argue with you on that. You know,
I appreciate that.
I've met people that are like that.
I appreciate that. I'm not doing I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not polluting, I'm not property destruction. Literally now we got a third coming up. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? All for me just sitting in the parking lot. This is the problem. And all based upon Christians.
Are you originally from around here?
No, I'm not. Look, we got a fourth coming up. All because I'm sitting in a parking lot to a church that I go to. You see what I'm saying? Does that seem right to you?
Man, I'm trying to talk to you and try to offer some assistance and talk to you, and you're not being too cooperative. I get your frustration. Yeah, I get that you're down on your luck.
Right.
It happens to everybody at some point in your life, right?
Sometimes.
But I'm trying to offer you assistance, trying to talk to them, and you're not giving me no information.
I've already texted the guy
because they've already want you off the property.
Well, then I'll leave.
Fair enough.
I've already texted but you can tell him then that I won't be back to this church because I've got enough hypocrisy in my life. All right, here are my comments. The officer got called out. He didn't just show up and start harassing, so I can't give him any crap about that. I felt like he just did his job. He seemed professional. He seemed cordial. He was just doing it. He was just doing what he had to do. I don't have an issue with that. No issues with him at all. Did you notice, though, by the end count, it was 4 officers that showed up for one guy sitting in a church parking lot, at a church that he had attended at least the past 2 Sundays with someone else who attended that church, and the call was made by a church member. I'm just pointing that out. Also keep in mind, this is the second incident on the church parking lot. The first one is also a video that's up on my channel where officers did come up because they saw me pull in the parking lot and they considered it suspicious that I turned off my lights after I parked. That video is on my channel. I just wanted to point that out, as well as the fact that this is all also prior to my video where I explained that the pastor called me up and apologized, and then they put me up in a hotel for a few days. It is what it is, and I accepted his apology. I did want to edit this second video and put up some of the main things on here, so you're welcome to believe what you want. Again, I don't have a problem or issue with this officer. The first video, that's a little bit different. I had some issues with them. I just thought it was worth putting up the actual video of when I was technically kicked from the property. It's been dealt with, but I thought it should be seen. So I moved on, and I'm moving on. Feel free to do the same.